With the release of Rebel Clash, the Pokemon Company finally gave everyone what they've been waiting months for, a Dan card. Instead of being good though, it's horrible. All you get to do is just draw 2 cards. For something like Hop and How, which are pretty much the baseline for draw supporters, they get you 3 cards. However, Dan is the man, and you get to play rock, paper, scissors with your opponent for its secondary effect. If you play rock, paper, scissors and win, you get to draw 2 more cards. So you get to draw 4. That's still pretty bad. But I get to build a rock, paper, scissors deck because there's a Pyukumuku. I think that's how you say it. There's a Pyukumuku with Surprise Fist. Don't think too hard about the name. Where you and your opponent play rock, paper, scissors. And if you win, this attack does 60 more damage. So for 3 energy, you're doing 120 damage. For something like Snorlax VMAX with a big charm, you're taking, I think, four hits to knock it out. But hey, you get to play rock, paper, scissors in Pokemon cards. How often do you get to say that? Now, because this is sort of a troll deck, I'm not expecting to win any games at all. So I'm just going to count how many times I win at rock, paper, scissors. But to make this deck even better, I included Blaine's quiz show. If you played the Pokemon Let's Go games, you know Blaine's kind of weird now. But basically, you play the supporter and you pick a Pokemon in your hand. Your opponent tries to guess the name of it after they receive the name of an attack. If they're right, they get to draw 4 cards. If they're wrong, I get to draw 4 cards. And then I put the Pokemon back in my hand. So when I knew I wanted to add this card, I was like, how do I do that? I only play a handful of Pokemon, and it's pretty obvious if I have one in play, they'll know which one it is. That's where Gossifleur comes into play. It has the Call for Family attack. So does Pyukumuku. If I use Blaine's quiz show and then say my Pokemon's attack is Call for Family, and I have a Pyukumuku in play, they're probably going to say it's Pyukumuku. And instead it's going to be Gossifleur, because the way Blaine's quiz show works, I think they give the opponent about 3 options, and it's all Pokemon with that attack, or maybe just random Pokemon, I don't know. But either way, there's a bunch of Pokemon that can use Call for Family. I had a few of them in the deck just to be an extra troll, but for Call for Family, the other ones, they only get you 1 or 2 basic Pokemon. Gossifleur gets you 3. So I'm sort of giving my opponent, a 50-50 chance. Oh, and I play Pokeball. If you're reading that right now and it sounds horrible, that's because it is. I was going to play Great Ball just because I wanted consistency in the deck. But then I thought, who cares about consistency? It's a rock, paper, scissors deck. Let's go. And here we are, game 1 with the Dan rock, paper, scissors deck. If you skip past the intro, not that I blame you. It might have been a little scary seeing that random guy staring back at you. If you skip past the intro, basically, I'm not trying to actually win games. This deck doesn't win games. That's not what it's designed to do. It's all down to skill. And it's my skill. And that skill... Ooh, Tembo. Sorry. That skill is down to rock, paper, scissors. And I am pretty good at rock, paper, scissors. So we're just going to try and set up. We're going to play as much rock, paper, scissors as we can. And I don't care about winning the Pokemon card match. I care about winning rock, paper, scissors. That's it. Nothing else. And I have Ordinary Rod in there so I can recycle my Pyukumuku, but we're just going to end up losing anyway, so we'll just get rid of them all. Who cares at this point? This is a complete troll, meme deck, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. We're just trying to set up at this point. We'll put an Audino into play. We'll attach an energy in case they don't do anything next turn. And we will save that Pokégear, because that is how we get Dan. Sometimes Dan doesn't show up to work, and you have to go get him with the Pokégear. And if you're wondering who Dan is he just some random guy because you don't remember him from the video games? Well, he was in the games. He is the guy that greets you when you enter a gym, and he tells you about the gym challenge. I don't know why they gave that guy a card and why his card has to deal with rock, paper, scissors. But that's what it is. That's what he does. The card's printed. I made a deck pretty much built around it. So who even knows how we all got here? You know, maybe you clicked on this video because it has rock, paper, scissors in the title, and Mr. Beast just did a huge video about rock, paper, scissors, and you're looking for something of the same quality. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. We're playing Pokemon cards in rock, paper, scissors, and it's probably going to be a terrible experience for everyone involved, including myself. But I read the set list for Rebel Clash. There's 2 rock, paper, scissors cards that exist. I had to make it. You can't blame me. We're going to start playing the game real soon. And if you pulled a Caparaja, if you caught a Caparaja in the games and you didn't nickname it Tembo, that is a big mistake. Actually, I'm going to hold off on using the Pokégear just so I can thin my deck a little bit more, just so I can get these guys. But if you didn't name your Caparaja Tembo, you made a big mistake. Tembo, the Badass Elephant, is the name of a game created by Game Freak, who also makes the Pokemon games. So every time I came across a Caparaja in the game, I nicknamed it Tembo. You know, I think it's kind of hilarious that the makers of Pokemon made a game called Tembo, the Badass Elephant, when they seem to be such a kid-friendly company. And you wouldn't think that would go together, but they did. You know, Game Freak doesn't just make Pokemon games. They made, Drill Dozer as well, and a few others. All right, so we'll play Pokeball. We actually flipped the heads, and we'll get a Frosmoth, and now we have to hope that this Pokégear gets us a Dan. It got us a Blaine's Quiz Show. Well, they're about to draw 4 cards. Congrats. Maybe... So right now they're guessing. Maybe they won't pay attention and maybe they won't get it. But right now they're guessing with Blaine's Quiz Show, and they're probably about to draw 4 cards if they just... Yeah. If they just read the Aurora Beam on Frosmoth, they get it. So I think at this point we just put the energy into play. They used Altered Creation, so instead of having to take 6 knockouts, they only have to take 3. This won't do anything. Yeah. So I need to put... Actually, I don't need to do anything. With Lucky Egg attached, if they knock out this Gossifleur, I draw 7 cards. They don't care, because they know that this is a Pyukumuku deck that plays rock, paper, scissors, and they're going to win. But at least I get to draw 7 cards. If they play Tools Crapper, then that's bad. But if they don't play it, we're drawing 7, we're going to play rock, paper, scissors, and they're not going to know what hit them. Alright, take your 2 prizes, I'll draw my 7 cards, and we'll get this thing started. Alright, and they have to... Ultimate Ray also attaches energy from the deck to your Pokemon in any way you like, so that powers up the elephant. And we needed water energy, and we just barely got it. Alright, we'll send... I got rid of my Ordinary Rods earlier, so we kind of have to send Pyukumuku up there. And we'll just try and get some Pokemon out of the deck. We'll get a Frosmoth, because why not? We'll play another Pokeball, see if we flip another heads. We just want to get Dan. You know, Dan, he didn't show up to work today. We have to go get him. You know, he's just tired of dealing with all those kids at the gyms. He's like, why aren't they the gym leader? They keep winning. Why am I working for someone who keeps losing? All right, and yeah, Dan's just tired of his job at this point. He doesn't care anymore. Those damn kids. All right, so we haven't played rock, paper, scissors yet, but my opponent is very smart. So if they're smart, they'll use rock, so I will use paper. And they chose scissors. Okay, well, we're 0 for 1. Just making a note that we are 0 for 1. I think they're treating my deck like it's actually good. You know, this Artistyle Palkia is one of the best cards in the Pokemon trading card game right now. Pyukumuku, the only reason people know what this card is because of rock, paper, scissors, and it's in a theme deck. But my opponent is actually playing to win, whereas I'm playing just to have fun. And I think when it comes down to it, I'm the real winner. Okay, so we need an energy, but we also just lose if we... I gotta send Audino up there to draw an extra card. There's an Air Balloon. So if we get a water energy, we're playing rock, paper, scissors one more time. And that's not it, and we lose. So I'll pass it on to them. This was a pretty lackluster game one. I'll just... Nope, won't even bother conceding. They just win. We'll go on to another game, and I'll try and play rock, paper, scissors a lot more than once. This was disappointing. So, something I wasn't quite prepared for when I was making this deck is just how bad it would be. I've played a couple other games in between the matches you're seeing, and they have been going horribly. I thought playing a meme deck, I'd draw well, but yeah, this is pretty much how it's been going. I have to flip heads on a Pokeball to do anything. If I don't flip heads on this Pokeball, then we literally just lose the game. And that's how it's been going this entire time. I haven't even won a single game of rock, paper, scissors. You know, how am I the king of rock, paper, scissors if I don't keep winning? You know, I choose rock every time, except when I don't. And even when I don't, I still lose. But maybe, what are they playing? They're playing Rayquaza with Naganadel. That's an interesting combo. Definitely gets your energy back into play. And with B-String, I still can't knock that out. Okay, so we got a Pyukumuku, and because I don't have anything down, I can actually play Blaine's Quiz Show, and we'll choose Call for Family. I would choose Surprise Fist, but that's kind of a giveaway. So we'll choose Call for Family, and we'll see. They have to guess wrong. There's no way they can guess right. There's no way you can get this right, Eric. 930904. Come on. You cannot guess this correctly. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we're losing at rock, paper, scissors, but we're winning at Blaine's Quiz Show. And that's a win. I'll take that. So we'll retreat into Audino. I'm pretty sure this will get knocked out next turn, so I'll attach the Lucky Egg. And we'll Pokeball, hopefully get a Frosmoth. Nope. We won't use Capacious Bucket yet. I don't think. We'll do that in case it gets knocked out. And I think we'll hold on to the custom catchers. Yeah, we're just sort of waiting. You know, I don't want this to be just a complete loss. I want to play rock, paper, scissors as much as possible. And you can't play rock, paper, scissors if you don't attack with Pyukumuku. And I think, so with Pyukumuku having 70 HP, they only need, they need as much energy as Rayquaza needs, and they just start taking knockouts. So if they play Energy Switch, they can retreat, Energy Switch the Lightning, or they can just Tempest. But I would imagine they're playing Energy Switch, yeah. So that'll be a knockout. I'll draw a few cards. There's a Viridian. That might help us, potentially. But right now, we're just hoping to see a Frosmoth. And a Dan. Let's just hope Lucky Egg treats us well. Or, yep, it's a very unlucky egg. Yeah, we'll just go up with Pyukumuku and Call for Family, get a few things. Oh, never mind. There we go. So we'll ditch the Galar Mine because that should not be in the deck. It actually cost me a game earlier. Yeah, I know. The card's bad and I shouldn't have played it. So we'll use the water bucket that has quite a bit of capacity. We'll get some water energy. Put it into play with Frosmoth. And we can't even knock out a Naganadel if we win at rock, paper, scissors. That's just the world we're living in. We're living in Dan's world. Okay, we're done. We'll retreat and we'll put a few more on this guy. I don't think we're ever going to use those custom catchers to pull anybody up, because they're probably just going to keep attacking with the Rayquaza, and we can two-shot that if we win one and lose one. So I actually might hold on to them. So we'll do this. I'm going to pick Rock. It has lost every time so far, but I'm picking Rock. And it won. Rock never loses. What did I tell you? Always choose Rock. Nothing beats it. So we're 1 for 2 in 2 games. And the way things are shaping up, we're going to be playing a lot of rock, paper, scissors. Because if they take a knockout, I can actually knock this out. Doesn't matter if they retreat. I'll just Viridian whatever we top deck, custom it back up, and knock it out, even if we lose at rock, paper, scissors. And that's hilarious. This deck should not be doing anything. I should be winning rock, paper, scissors, not taking knockouts. And if this keeps up, if he can't string together Rayquazas, then he might actually lose. But the Naganadel, he should be charging up the Naganadel. You know, he shouldn't get, you know, you shouldn't be on autopilot with this deck where it's just Ray. You know, you gotta change it up. Naganadel does 80 damage for 3 energy with no drawbacks, and I can't knock it out. You should be attacking with that. You shouldn't be bringing this into play, even though that's a 3-shot. But just get your nags, attack with your nags, and win. Don't give me hope. Don't give me a chance to win. Just start attaching to these guys. Okay, so we'll take this knockout. There's Dan. Okay. Finally. We do have to hope for some Ordinary Rod to recycle our energy. So we'll get rid of the Pokeball. We'll get you. And I think I'll wait to Quick Ball again until after we see Dan. Okay. What should we pick? I'm going to go... It was Rock last time, so they picked Paper. I'm going to pick Rock again. So they picked Paper. So we lost. Okay. So we'll Quick Ball. Actually, we'll Viridian the Quick Ball because we need an energy. And then we'll get that. And then next turn, we'll Quick Ball our prizes or something. Because they're going to take a knockout. We're going to get Lucky Egg. I'm just trying to maximize the amount of rock, paper, scissors we play. You know, we'll Pokégear. If we get a Dan, perfect. Then we'll get rid of the Blaine's Quiz Show. And we'll just get a Snom or a Pyukumuku or something. Just so the Lucky Egg draws us as many cards as possible. Because we need to start getting our Ordinary Rods, or else we're not going to be doing rock, paper, scissors nearly as much as we should. Okay. We're going scissors. We're going scissors. Ah. Man, I am not having any luck today with rock, paper, scissors. That's 1 for 4 in the matches that I think I'm showing. You know, it all depends what I cut out at the end of this. Because some of the matches were horrible. If you think this match is bad, I mean, this is the best match I've had so far. And we're just going to get run through pretty soon. You know, I don't know why they're attacking with Mewtwo and Mew. If I was still playing a Shrine of Punishment and they couldn't plan around it, then I'd probably just win. You know, I'm definitely going after that Poipole, though. That Poipole is going down. You know, it's this kind of high-stakes gameplay that you tuned in to see. You know, I'm going to custom up this Poipole. I'm going to try and knock it out. I'm going to Air Balloon the Frosmoth. Everything is going to work out exactly as I plan in my head. Nothing is going to go wrong. I'm going to win at rock, paper, scissors. And this person is going to concede out of shame. I'm not even going to want to play anymore. They're just going to be like, this dude's too good. You know, I can't keep playing. I have to let him win this one. Okay. We have a Dan in there, so we'll wait until we use this Dan to Dan the Dans back into the Dan. And we're going to choose Rock, because I won with Rock last time. Another loss. Okay. We're going to Air Balloon you. I need 3 energy. So we have to put the Dans back in. And then we have to use... Okay, I'm just trying to figure this out right now. We have to Viridian the Dan. Get an energy. There's only one energy left. So we'll Ice Dance that. Whoops, I just misclicked. Okay, that was horrible. We're going to bench the Snom. We're going to custom up the Poipole. And we're going to hope we get a rod and a bucket. That is nothing. Okay, so we still have a Dan. We still have some things. We have lots of Dan. I don't know why we have so much Dan. Okay, so any hope I had of winning is completely gone at this point. Not that I had a chance, but we can at least play rock, paper, scissors 2 more times if these Dan stay in our Dan. Okay? Good. Are you as hopeful as I am? Because I have to retreat this energy. Do I have... No, there's 8 in the discard. I play 3 Ordinary Rod. No, I'll just send Frosmoth up there and we'll see what happens. Best case scenario, we play rock, paper, scissors twice. Worst case, we play it once. Okay, come on, Dan. Don't let me down. There's a rod. I'm psyching myself out. I don't know what to pick. Rock should always win. They might pick rock, so I'll pick paper. No! This is going horribly. Okay, so we'll rod back in. The 2 Pyukumuku and 2 energy. And then we'll Pokégear. We'll get an energy. And we are just waiting. We'll play the Lucky Egg. Oh, we can do 10 damage. Take that. So I haven't been keeping complete track, but I think we're 1 for 6 now. And this is not at all how I imagined this going. I imagine I'd be 6 for 6, 100%. I'd be facing nuzzle decks all day long and beating them. But now I'm not even sure it's worth playing game 3 because you've probably already clicked away at this point. The watch time on this video is going to be horrible once people actually realize what it is. But I kind of want to play one more game. Okay. Because we'll play rock, paper, scissors 2 more times. If we win both of those, we'll be 3 for 8, and that's almost 50%. So we'll Dan. I'm picking rock. I'm just going to pick rock. Come. Oh, we both picked rock. I'm picking rock again. Ah! 1 for 7. This is the Galarian Crasola video all over again. Okay. I'm going rock again. Yes! 2 for 8. I'll take it. Oh, come on. You have the win. Don't do anything. Don't do this. Don't maximize your damage. You're just trying to see how much damage. Okay, come on. I have to concede now. I would have just let you have it, but I can't do that. All right, the beard guy. Are you up to the challenge of hopefully several games of rock, paper, scissors? Because I know I am. I'm 2 for 8. That's a horrible starting hand. I'm 2 for 8. I want to improve those numbers. Are you going to be the one to help me do that? All I need right now is a Pyukumuku, and you're going down, dude. And you won't even know what hit you. We're playing a Colossal deck. That's a stage 2 deck. It'll take forever to set up. That's perfect. Gossifleur is awesome. We will... I don't want to get Marnied. So we're just going to set up and hope that we don't get Marnied. Yeah, we're just going to pass. They take forever to set up. We take a little bit to set up. Maybe we get lucky. They're not weak to water. It'd be awesome if we fought a fire deck. But of course, we're facing everything else. And it's a Sandaconda deck. Okay. That's actually, there's a lot of synergy between Colossal and Sandaconda because this discards energy when you use Sand Breath and Colossal puts the energy back on. So you put a Diancie in there and all of a sudden you have a pretty good deck. You know, just I don't know if 240 damage is necessarily enough, so you would need to play a Dojo to help boost it a little bit and maybe a Vitality Band. But Big Charm might be smarter just because it's 220 health. Oh, exactly. That's exactly what I set up for as the Marnie. And we got a Dan. We got a Blaine's Quiz Show. So we're just going to go straight into the bucket. We're just going to do that. We're going to thin the deck a little bit. We'll get our hearing. And are you prepared, the beard guy? Because I'm picking rock, and you're going to pick scissors, and you're going to lose. Because I don't think I've won one game with Dan, and I still haven't won a single game with Dan. But we're going to retreat into Gossifleur. Hey, don't be too excited. Okay. We're going to bench the Snom. We will quick ball probably the Galar Mine because I don't know why I haven't changed the list. But we'll get the Gossifleur back. And I think that's a good idea. You know, I think I should... Yeah, we're just going to have to hope that he guesses wrong with Blaine's Quiz Show. So we'll call for family. We'll get 2 Pyukumuku. And then we'll be like... You have 2 chances. Is it Gossifleur or is it Pyukumuku? And maybe the way the game works, maybe it'll give him both options and he won't know what to do and he'll pick wrong. Because we are 2 for 9 on Rock, Paper, Scissors, but I think we're 1 for 2 on Blaine's Quiz Show. So who knows? Maybe this is Blaine's Quiz Show deck. Maybe I should have put four of him in there and 2 Dan. Because Dan, he's letting me down. Sometimes he gives good advice when you enter that gym. Sometimes he gives you bad advice. And today he's been giving me real bad advice. Because I can actually knock out this Carkol next turn. If I win the Blaine's Quiz Show, I can knock this out if I win Rock, Paper, Scissors. And I think it was the previous game, or maybe a couple games ago, where I talked about how I called on my Copperajah Tembo. Carkol, Hot Wheels. Gotta be Hot Wheels. That's Hot Wheels. Easy choice. And if this is heads, I'm going to get a Puka. Never mind. All right, Blaine's Quiz Show, Gossifleur, call for family. What do you got? I got 2 Pokemon with the same attack. Trolling you hard. What do you got? I'm holding my breath. You're checking my bench. You're seeing. Ah, man. I guess the options weren't Gossifleur and Pyukumuku. Is what I have to guess. You know, the beard guy, you're letting me down here. I really thought you'd be an easy opponent, but you're proving to be much better at this than I am. But at least I was right. You know, you're not setting up right now. You're taking a long time to set up. You're letting me manually attach to my Pyukumuku. You got Colossal with Tar Generator. You get to attach 2 energy from your discard to your Pokemon in any way you like. I always thought it was the active. That's good. It doesn't change a whole lot, but it does definitely help. And that's just not nice. You know, Tools Crapper is not nice right now. I thought we were just sitting down for a friendly game of rock, paper, scissors. And you have to go and do that. $230. Yeah, the extra little damage with the Dojo. If they're behind on prizes, it would be 40 more. Otherwise, it's just 10 extra. So at this point, we are hoping for a Frosmoth. That is not a Frosmoth. So, yeah. This will be the last game regardless. I think we're only going to play rock, paper, scissors maybe one more time. just because I have to rely on getting energy, and then it'll be manually attaching. And my turns will be, 5 seconds. His turns will be a minute. So it'd get even more boring. But yeah, I have to apologize. I really thought this would go a lot better. Maybe you'll build this deck. Maybe you'll make some changes to it. Maybe you'll take it online. Maybe you'll get some wins against some decks that you shouldn't win against. If that happens, let me know in the comments what your rock, paper, scissors rate was, what your Blaine's Quiz Show rate was. Just let me know. This is all just meant to be fun. Just have fun. Play rock, paper, scissors at the same time you're playing Pokemon cards. Maybe you play this in real life when you can play this in real life again. But this is... Oh, there's Dan. There's Dan. We gotta go rock. I just want to draw 2 more cards. Come on. Okay. I'm switching it up and I'm going to rock. Yes! Finally! Finally! We finally won. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna just hit you with 100 of these happy faces. Okay, so we're putting the Dans back in the deck. New burst of energy. There's no way we're losing now. You are horrible at this game, and I am the best. We're picking scissors. You're picking rock this time, thinking we're picking paper, and that's 120. Oh yes, that Sandaconda's going down. We're 2 for 2. This is shaping up to be the best game after shaping up to be the worst one. But Dan finally showed up to work. I'm still not sold on Skyla. Dan showed up to work. Skyla, maybe she shouldn't have. Yes, it gets you your rare candy, but what else does it do? It gets you a supporter for next turn, but then you should just have Pokégear, and maybe you should play something like Volkner. I can't recommend Skyla. I want to recommend Skyla because it has seen purpose. Back when Rayquaza GX came out, you just use Skyla, get your rare candy, evolve into your Vikavolt. But now I don't know. So at this point, I think we just want to draw with Custom Catcher first. We'll put our rock, paper, scissors guy back in the deck. We want to attach here. We want to custom for a card just to increase our chances. And then we will Pokégear and hopefully get a Dan. Okay, well, next turn, rock, paper, scissors. We're going to knock out that Sandaconda, and I'm going to edit out the defeat screen, replace it with a victory screen. Hey, thank you. I completely forgot that you got a Marnie. Watch your hand just be like 4 Dan or 0 Dan, whichever, same thing. So again, we're relying on Custom Catcher. We just need 1 energy and we'll be fine. So we'll bench the Audino, we'll Ordinary Rod, probably just energy back into the deck. And maybe the custom will get us some Dan. Okay, so you go up front. Lucky Egg, they have 2 prizes left. Lucky Egg, it doesn't really mean much anymore, but whatever. Alright, let's put the energy back in. I promise, tomorrow's video, it'll be an actual deck. How did we whiff? Okay, this has to be like a Dan or something. Wow. Well, I'm putting the Lucky Egg on you. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Sure. Not really much to do at this point. We'll get a Snom. We'll play the Pokeball. I want to play rock, paper, scissors one last time. Maybe twice if we can get a Dan. That's a Tails. All right. We're in the end game now. If you're still watching, thank you. Thank you for bearing with me here. And tomorrow, like I said, I'll probably have a Probopass deck. That would completely run through this Sandaconda with the 3 retreat cost. With my Absols and my Galar Mine. You wouldn't know what hit you, the beard guy. Come on, just a couple Dan. Not a Blaine's Quiz Show, give me a Dan. Oh, man. Okay, so I have to Ice Dance the energy into play. Quick ball. There's Dan. All right. We got 2 more rock, paper, scissors. If we get 2 wins, that's close enough to 50%. Don't check my math. We'll go paper. Give me 2 more cards. Come on. Yes, they picked rock. We're knocking out this Sandaconda. We just have to win once more. Okay, we'll hit them again with... They picked rock last time. We picked paper. They'll probably pick scissors. We're picking rock. Oh. Yeah, that's how I look right now. Thank you. No, I don't. Don't do that. All right, thank you, the beard guy. Thank you, everyone, for watching. This was a terrible deck. If you decide to take it online, let me know what your results are. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.